Hello, everyone. This is Sam. Just a quick note for today. After doing 2 monumental stories the last few weeks, Danielle and I need a break to prepare for our next round of episodes, so please enjoy this bonus episode usually reserved for our Patreon supporters. We'll be back next week with our regular nonsense, so until then, please enjoy this bonus episode.
Book read extra.
Hello, and welcome to Book Re-Extras.
Extra, read all about it.
I'm joined today by a newsie from the movie Newsies. Christian Bale, is that you?
I think so.
Oh, excellent. Great. Before we get too far down that rabbit hole, this is the podcast where we talk about the weird things we share in our main podcast for our lovely Patreon supporters.
Yay, Patreon supporters.
Yes.
I would break into song and dance, but Sam just said I couldn't.
I didn't say you couldn't. I just think that...
You said you weren't going down the rabbit
No,
hole.
I said before we went down the rabbit hole, I wanted to introduce us, Danielle, so people weren't too confused about who it was breaking into song.
I'm Danielle Benuzzi.
You can do the song or not? You made a big stink about it.
I'm not going to do the song, because then you'd have to edit it out. We'd have to get copyright. It'd be a whole thing, Sam.
Okay, I called your bluff there. Anyway, back what this podcast is about. In our bonus episode, we like to discuss things that came up during our main episodes that may not have gotten the attention they deserve, or just random questions that spring forth from those episodes.
Spring forth from the loins of the larger episodes.
I was going to say head like Athena from Zeus, but you go there, Danielle.
Like Medusa's little snakes.
All right. Wow. You're something else today.
Just getting in the mood.
What mood is that?
The question Patreon mood.
Didn't know that was the thing. But all right. So we're going to be discussing a question from the recent Christopher Pike book I did, Bury Me Deep.
Where nobody was buried deep.
Nope. Or not deep enough, apparently.
Very perplexing title, in fact.
Yeah. So there was some murder in Hawaii, and a girl got haunted by the ghost of the murdered boy, and it didn't really matter, and very low stakes, but...
Good summary, Sam.
Yeah, if you can listen to the episode, you'll figure it out. The point is, Danielle, what we're going to talk about today is if you were murdered in Hawaii and had to haunt Jean, A, how would you be murdered? And B, how would you haunt Jean on her vacation?
Absolutely.
So
I have an answer.
I know. I gave you plenty of warning this time.
You did. 24 hours. Oh, sort of. 16 hours.
Look, Danielle, it's not my fault you wanted to record today and not another day.
That's same back at you.
Yeah, all right. I offered. Anyway, I guess I should start. So the way I would die in Hawaii is at the hands of a renegade acupuncturist.
Oh, good. I'm glad you didn't go the direction that I went. Not that anybody would.
Yeah, no, Danielle, like, how the heck would you say, oh, I'm glad you didn't pick the random thing I picked.
Well, it's very me. I did not expect you to pick an acupuncturist. Why, Sam?
All right, so... long story short, I uncover that this acupuncturist is employed by the hotel because obviously.
Are you prone towards going to acupuncturists? Let's get
in
some
this
backstory.
universe, I am.
It's like a whole other thing of Sam I didn't know.
In the fictional universe where I'm murdered in Hawaii, sure.
Okay.
And I've discovered this acupuncturist is trafficking in illegal ivory needles for acupuncture.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I was like, illegal acupuncture tools?
Yes, absolutely. Illegal acupuncture tools.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. And so what this acupuncturist does, when I'm on the table as part of my investigation, just out of idle curiosity, they dip needles into box jellyfish venom before stabbing me with them, as acupuncturists do, and then dumping my body in the ocean like, oh no, I was killed by a box jellyfish. What a tragic accident. Just like in the book when it was killed by a accident during scuba diving.
Okay, so question.
Yeah.
Is the reason that they end up murdering you just because you stumbled upon this?
Oh, because I was absolutely going to expose them.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, no. They
just wanted to be clear in our plot here.
Yeah, they know I've discovered their little dirty secret. I don't know that they know, but they know that I know. And so they have to get rid of me before I tell others what I know, so they all know that he knows that I know that he knows what's going on.
Uh-huh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's all very clear.
I got it.
So... how I haunt Jean, obviously with dreams of needles, because that's me. Lots of needles. Some jellyfish, just to throw her off the
For
scent.
good measure.
Yeah, why not? Just really want to freak her out. So like needles going to eyeballs, going to the backs, going into places they shouldn't go. Just want to really like drive the point home that needles are bad. Also elephants. They're going to be elephants stampeding through those dreams because Ivory.
Ivory, yeah, of course. That makes perfect sense to me. I'm sure she'll definitely figure it out. She did so well with the more straightforward version.
Look, she didn't figure anything out. She was compelled to go to a cave and found a skull, right? So
That's true.
all the dreams were irrelevant. I'm just like, giving her the dreams for fun, and then she'll be compelled to go to the acupuncturist's secret warehouse of ivory needles.
Yeah, in Oahu, right?
Maui.
Oh, of course.
That's where it takes place. You know,
Well, I know, but you can stay. You don't have to stay on the island, Sam.
I don't know. I'm trying to keep her in the same like itinerary so that she doesn't have to change her plans or travel or anything like that.
That was nice of you. I was not as nice.
No, I wanted her to stay. I wanted to basically say like, hey, Jean, this is your vacation. I know you didn't have a lot of money and you scrimped and saved and you didn't want to change your plans and you had that chemistry teacher that for whatever reason kept you back late that one day that was irrelevant to the rest of the book.
But it's okay because they called the airlines.
Yeah, well, they got a fake doctor's note from the teacher's doctor friend, which wild. Anyway, take down that rogue acupuncturist for me, will you, Jean? And avenge my death, free my spirit.
I don't think your plot's any worse than the actual book plot.
Honestly, I think it's a lot more fun. And also, acupuncture provides a lot more opportunities for some intimate encounters between
That's
Jean and the
true.
cute acupuncturist.
The murderous well, I guess it doesn't really matter because that was
Yeah.
spoiler.
Not really. All right, so that's my scenario, Danielle.
Perfect, Sam. Good one.
I think I've just written a Christopher Pike book.
You did. That was very creative. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. What have you got?
Okay, so in my trip to Hawaii,
Okay.
prior to haunting Jean, I decided that I was going to do the Jurassic Park Grand Tour.
Okay.
And because that's where Jurassic Park was filmed, Sam.
Yeah, I
was
figured
Yeah,
it
okay.
out. It's like people go to New Zealand to visit the Lord of the Rings set. Sounds like kind of a weak reason to go to Hawaii, but you know, it's not like you're going to a
I'm not
beautiful
doing that.
paradise or anything.
Okay, I went to Hawaii. I did not do Jurassic Park tour.
And then,
But
and
on
then you're
this
giving me
specific
guff
trip-
about acupuncture for me.
On this specific trip where I die, I
Okay.
have decided that while I'm in Kauai, I'm gonna do the tour of
right.
Mauna Waipuna Falls, which is
You did a
known
lot of
as
research for this.
Jurassic Falls. Well, Sam, I wanted to make this very specific. You and your acupuncture evil ivory needle thing.
His name's Carl, by the way, to make it more specific.
Yeah, but me looking up what waterfalls used in Jurassic Park.
Look,
Nonsense.
I'll be honest. My murder could take place literally anywhere.
Okay, that's true. Mine could only take place here because
I know.
I
I'm
really like
impressed.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, no, it's great.
As some of you may know, one of my top 10 favorite movies is Jurassic Park.
Oh, really bucking the trends there of cinematic history.
I like other movies that aren't as popular, but Jurassic Park is one of my favorite, very
It's a great
popular
movie,
movies.
of course, yeah.
And I really like dinosaurs.
Who doesn't?
And so I decide to go to this waterfall. The thing is this waterfall is actually on private property, and so there is only like 1 or 2 helicopter companies that are actually allowed to go to it legally. And this is true. This is not me making this up.
I believe all your research 100% true, Danielle.
And so in this instance,
Join us next week for more travel tips from Danielle.
if you need me to plan your Hawaii trip, let me know. And so I end up going to this waterfall, I think illegally, because that's a lot easier. I don't want to take down any real companies here. But I end up on this helicopter that they end up murdering me
Why?
at the waterfalls. You know, I think they're doing some illegal Operation Waterfall tour guiding.
Which you just
and-
bought from them.
I know, but I didn't realize that at the time. But then I was going to turn them in when I did realize it.
Okay.
Yep. And so I'm on this helicopter, or something else happens. I don't know, Sam. Maybe they're doing
You don't know how
something
you
sketchy.
died? So, Gene, I don't know. I was on a helicopter or something else happened. I don't know. You figure it out.
Okay, you know what? What's his face in the book who died? Michael?
Yeah.
He died for no reason.
No, he died because he uncovered the murder of Ringo.
Yeah, but like prior to that, there was nothing going on. So prior to actually being like, it was all just coincidence that he ended up in this cave.
I just love that you're saying that, like, I don't know why I died. I just did.
Maybe I overheard something on the helicopter, Sam, okay?
All right,
The point
fine.
is that I got murdered in this helicopter tour, this illegal helicopter tour.
How did they murder you? Push you out of it?
Yeah, I'm going to say that.
I like how you put so much time researching the names of the companies that fly you to the waterfall.
Of course they pushed me out of the helicopter, Sam. How else?
I don't know. They could have like bashed your head in behind the waterfall.
Not as why even be at the waterfall? Yes, they pushed me out of the helicopter and I fell 60 feet down this waterfall and died a terrible, terrible death at the end at the bottom of the waterfall. And so in order to haunt Jean and let her know that this is going on, I send her dinosaur dreams.
You're about as helpful as I was. That's great.
Because those would be the best dreams.
See, Daniel, the difference between your dreams and mine are she would want to solve this to stop having dreams about needles, but she would want to not solve your murder so you could keep dreaming about dinosaurs.
They could be really scary dinosaurs, Sam.
No such thing. They're all friendly and cuddly.
And I also think I'd probably add in some like John Williams Jurassic Park scores just to...
You're basically giving her Jurassic Park the dream.
Yes, but she won't know why.
Who cares why? Sign me up, Danielle. Haunt me.
Maybe some of those little dinosaurs that spray the acid venom on that one guy who dies.
Okay, great.
And so she gets haunted with dinosaur dreams, probably some good waterfall dreams and spiraling. I'm not sure if I'm going to do spiraling helicopters. That might be way too obvious.
Any
but maybe
falling dreams, maybe?
Yeah, the falling down the waterfall dreams. I'm not even going to say falling down the waterfall. I'm going to say falling.
Yeah,
and there's
that's
just
a very
water.
common thing in dreams, the falling trope.
I'm going to say falling and just water. There's not like a waterfall specifically.
So like the opening of that James Bond film with Adele and the music and everything.
Yes.
Okay.
And maybe just some dinosaurs jumping off of waterfalls for fun.
How about like synchronized dinosaur diving?
Exactly.
Great.
So this is the kind of dreams I'm sending Jean just to resolve my murder.
Well,
Save me.
You put 80% of the effort into researching Hawaii names and about 10% to your actual murder, so...
I looked up one Hawaii name, thank you.
Yeah, and you didn't even know how you died.
Because I overheard them doing terrible things.
I didn't say why, I said how
Sam.
until I suggested you fell.
Oh, I actually was going to be pushed out of the... it's in my notes.
Okay,
I was pushed out of the helicopter.
Sorry about that. That was I didn't mean to step on your thunder there.
No,
so
it's
just,
okay.
I don't know if that made any sense.
I don't know how else I would die in a helicopter.
Yeah, no, you'd be strangled.
I could. Maybe one of the cords, like, gets looped around the top of the helicopter blades.
Or maybe, like,
decapitated. That seems pretty dramatic.
It does. It sounds like very gory. I love it.
And it sounds like something that might also damage the helicopter. I think they're trying not to kill themselves.
So here's the question I had. Do they just make it look like an accident, like you slipped and fell or something?
I think they pushed me out of the helicopter and don't tell a single soul that I was out there.
Well, because
but then my body washes ashore somehow at the bottom of the helicopter, or maybe like the people who own the private property find
The
it.
whole point of Bury Me Deep was that they made it look like an accident so no one would investigate.
Right, but nobody knows how I ended up there, so they probably think I was just a tourist illegally on the property.
Who slipped and fell back.
They wouldn't necessarily fell off of like 60 feet from the helicopter.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I'm not on any registered flights.
Well, Danielle, that was your first mistake. You should have gone with one of the two companies you researched earlier.
Well, yeah, but, you know, sometimes where you're there in the moment, you make decisions that you don't realize are illegal.
Okay. Well, I hope Jean solves your murder so she can stop dreaming about dinosaurs, although I don't know why she would ever do that.
I told you there's going to be some scary ones, Sam.
I think you're really underestimating people's love of dinosaurs.
That scene in Jurassic Park, that's also, it's not in that area, but it's in another part of the area where you can, you have to hide under the logs so that all the dinosaurs are like trampling over you in a stampede.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, it's not. I haven't been in a stampede. I'm going to say a hard pass.
A stampede of what, Danielle?
That was cows in my case, not dinosaurs.
Well, that's
clearly.
not very exciting.
I know. It would have been better if it was dinosaurs. It would have been far less scary.
Or like elephants or buffalo.
Also less scary than cows.
Are buffalo less scary than cows? Have you seen a buffalo?
Yeah, I've seen a buffalo.
They're huge. They're much scarier than cows. What are you talking
I think moose are scarier than cows for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Moose are also as good, but buffalo are way more dangerous than cows.
Probably.
No, they
I don't know
are.
the buffalo to cow death rate, but...
Buffalo are not domesticated, for one.
That's true. But the cows didn't seem to remember they were domesticated either, so
Yeah, but
there
buffalo have nothing to forget, so they're just going to murder you anyway. All right, buffalo are like twice the size of cows, too. They're huge.
Okay, we'll Google it. We'll Google whether buffalo or cow are more dangerous.
All right, well, it depends on how many wings they have.
How many wings they have.
Yeah, the buffalo.
The flying buffalo, yes.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to Google buffalo deaths.
Buffalo are huge, Danielle.
They are huge. I'm not saying they don't cause any deaths. And yes, a stampede of buffalo would be very scary.
Yeah, so you said cows are scarier than buffalo. That's from big umbrage.
Maybe, yep, it's possible.
I'm not saying buffalo. I mean, people are around cows way more than buffalo. So just by sheer, force of numbers, there are going to be more cow deaths. But I think more buffalo encounters per capita will end in tragedy. Like the most dangerous animal in Africa is a water buffalo.
That's true. I wasn't really counting water buffalo.
But I mean, like,
Anything
it's
in
the same
water is
idea.
scary. How would you Google that? Buffalo.
All right, we can move on. Well, I'm glad we all have a plan, Danielle.
Yes, we do.
Well, if anyone out there would like to speculate how you would murder us in Hawaii,
Yes, please let us know.
yes, and then never come anywhere near us.
Google, just by the way, buffaloes kill an estimated 200 people each year.
Well, that's a lot. Thank
It
you,
is.
Danielle.
Well, you're welcome. I said we were curious. Oh, they kill more. Good job, Sam.
All right, well, we've solved the mystery of whether buffalo are more dangerous than cows.
It was a big mystery. We weren't sure there for a minute.
Well, anyway, if you want to share your murder ideas with us, purely hypothetical, of course.
Please.
Yes, absolutely. You can reach us at bookretorts.com.
You can also tweet at us, Instagram us, or Facebook us at Book Retorts, but no death threats.
No, absolutely
You'll get
not.
banned.
100%. No.
Not even
death
from
threats.
us. I think like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram would ban me.
Oh, I would hope so. Well, anyway, thank you so much for your continued support. We really appreciate it. And
We absolutely
until
do.
next time, bye.
Take care, everybody.